Fight fans, greetings from the Wrestleverse. This is Lady J, and it's time to take it to the ring. Today is a news update on New Japan Pro Wrestling. After 3 nights of action in 2021's World Tag League, the following tag teams are at the top. Dangerous Tekkers, we got Zack Sabre Jr. and Taichi. Next in line we have Tetsuya Naito and Sonata, and Toriano and Hiroshi Tanahashi. These 3 teams are at the top with 6 points. On the other hand, teams like House of Torture, consisting of Evil and Takahashi, and the Great Bash Heel, Minoru Suzuki and Taka, these guys, Nagata and Tiger Mask, they're all at the bottom this time with 0. I feel like tag team matches are a completely different animal than like their one-on-one matches. The top 2 point scoring teams determine who walks away with the World Tag Team Trophies and faces the IWGP Tag Team Champions Dangerous Tekkers at Wrestle Kingdom. So Dangerous Tekkers might have both trophies and titles? Possibly. In other news with New Japan, Wrestle Kingdom so the main event, night 2 of Wrestle Kingdom 16 at the Tokyo Dome, is Will Ospreay facing the winner of night 1's match of Shingo Takagi versus Kazuchika Okada. This has been like the biggest issue for Will Ospreay, and he's very excited to become, or at least try to become, the real world champion. Now, on night 3 of Wrestle Kingdom, we will see talent from both New Japan and Noah. New Japan is also proud to be celebrating their 50th anniversary in 2022. Their mission statement for 2022 is as follows. All the way through next year, we will have dream matches, dream cards, and dream events to bring everyone the power of pro wrestling and bring us to a post-COVID world. That's it for the news on New Japan Pro Wrestling. Click the link below. Until next time, I'm Lady J. Keep it legit. Now that we're all caught up with the news, let's get right into this week's WrestleCap of New Japan Strong. Ismael Flores was the winner of the big ticket giveaway to New Japan Battle in the Valley. What a way for this worthy wrestling fan to come out of the shutdown straight into the middle of an epic battle. Tonight's show begins with Chris Dickinson opening up with a video, and he's honoring the pioneer Minoru Suzuki and how he's a trailblazer of MMA and how this is just his dream match to be going up against Suzuki. He doesn't care that Suzuki is the king. Match 1, singles match. The Persian Lion Arya Daivari versus The Sauce, Alex Zane. I love the New Japan ringside announcer. I should have harassed him while we were in Dallas because nobody was around him for a while. But anyways, tonight is Arya Daivari's debut in New Japan. Arya has brought his magic carpet to the ring. We'll see how that gets used. We start with a strong lockup, and Arya pushed Alex to the corner. We're locking up again, but Arya gives some repeated clubs to the back. Alex drops the knees on Arya and tries to get a wrestling cover after flipping over on him. And then a drop kick taking the head of Alex Zane. Alex is tied up in the ropes. Chop the Sauce, and he follows with a nice leg drop to a 2-count cover. Arya gives him loud, painful chops and later gives a full Nelson reverse DDT, but Alex gets out. The guys are back and forth fighting. Backslider, both guys get caught up in each other's clotheslines, and Alex big shots trying to take off the head of Arya. Flipping leg drop, drops Arya, and Alex is back. Arya gets in a jumping neck breaker to a hammerlock DDT, but Alex kicks out. Alex does a springboard moonsault from the inside ring to the outside onto Arya. He gets hammerlock lariat after super kick, and then here comes our magic carpet. It's like a frog splash magic carpet ride, but he totally misses. And Alex busts out the taco driver and finishes Arya for the win. Match 2 is a tag team match featuring Team Romero and Rosser versus Team Filthy. We got Filthy Tom Lawler and Danny Limelight. Oh, Tom Lawler, you and your strut into the ring with your blue fringe on your boots. Team Filthy is lounging in the corner on the ropes, waiting for the match to start and engaging with their doting fans. Rocky and Danny start the match, and The Rock is dominating the lockup, and the ref squeezes between the two guys, only for Danny to slap the face of Rocky while the ref can't see, and Rocky gets a big slap followed by an armbar, and Danny wiggles away and out of the ring. Rocky gets Danny tied up in the rope and kicks him a few times and gets a top rope drop kick on him. The first chop of this match is a little weak. I didn't feel that one. Tom gets tagged in, and there's a little 2-on-1 action. Tom is wrestling Rocky down with a hammerlock, locking him up, stamping on his sternum, twisting Rocky into a figure 4 ankle lock, and Danny gets tagged back in. He wants to get a couple shots in himself. Rocky is getting knotted up again by Tom, but not to his tag team. Danny is busy giving a smooth salsa, and we got some more 2-on-1 action against Rocky Romero. Fred Rosser finally gets drawn into this fight, but he isn't legal, and then he just gets beat back down. And Rocky is back taking a suplex and getting worn down. Team Filthy makes sure they take a moment to flex and show off, and Fred isn't even back in the corner to help his tag partner get out. Finally, Fred jumps in with a seated senton to break Tom's submission, and he finally gets tagged in legally and body drops Danny, giving some awkward looking clubbing chops, but he's finally knocking Danny with a rolling elbow. Danny tries to take Fred down the top rope with a Hurricane Rana, but Fred is just too strong. Fred gets Danny in this high crucifix, and Danny sneaks in a sunset flip for a kick out at 2. Fred's been trying to get in a gut buster, first on Danny, and then on Tom, and then he interferes and uses Tom's body as a weapon against Danny. Rocky comes in and tosses Danny out of the ring and follows up with a suicide dive. Fred finally gives Tom the gut buster and kicks him in the head, but Tom kicks out on 2. Now Tom has Fred locked into a sleeper, and the crowd is clapping, and he backbends Tom into a cradle and pins Tom's shoulders down for a 3 count, winning this match. And Team Filthy is furious, and Danny has pulled out a toolbox from under the ring, and he found some scissors. This is Tom's first loss in New Japan. It is pure chaos, and all of Team Filthy is in the ring, beating up on Fred and Rocky. The crowd is clearly pissed off at something that Kratos did, and they are chanting some really nice 4-letter words at him. And Fred doesn't even get to enjoy his win, but he will surely be looking for revenge. Our third match of the night is a singles match featuring the Savage Weight Fred Yehi versus Switchblade Jay White. Jay steps out in the ring to address his fans, and the ref is holding back Yehi. We have finally started with some quick lockups, and Yehi takes control. He's out, just getting one shot from Yehi. Jay somehow makes some distance with the ref, and once he's ready, the two guys are back, giving each other their best chops back and forth, daring each other, hit me harder. But Jay decides he's done playing, and he takes Yehi out of the ring, slamming his back into the barricade and ring apron. Yehi gets back in and is punishing the wrist of Jay White. And the guys are going at it for a while. Jay plays dirty. I don't know why anyone thinks he's ever going to play by the rules, especially in a chopping game. Yehi is back, bringing the fight to Jay. Jay comes back with a stacked DDT to Yehi. This is such a good match with interesting transitions and maneuvers. We get the Koji clutch in the middle of the ring, and finally, after getting clubbed in the face, Jay gets the rope. Jay came back with the second win, and he takes out Yehi with the Blade Runner. Oh, it was such a good match, though, and I have some mad respect for Fred Yehi. I mean, I think we'll see a lot more of him in the future. Now, of course, Jay finishes the match, commending himself on his US of J tour and running down the list of wrestling promotions and independent wrestlers that he's beaten, and he only calls Ready Hype Friday. And Jay is offering an open invitation to anyone from any company to try their luck against Switchblade James. Now for our main event. This is Chris Dickinson's dream match versus Minoru Suzuki. So we were in Dallas when Chris Dickinson challenged Minoru Suzuki to this match. And Suzuki gave his infamous, "I don't speak much English, but F you!" So Suzuki and Dickinson circle around the ring a couple times, and Chris tries for a single leg lock, and these two are rolling around the ring. Suzuki is so controlled, like Chris isn't even trying to pull anything on him, telling Chris how he should be doing the hold, and a little finger wag from Suzuki, and we're back in a lockup and grappling on the mat. This is more of a wrestler's kind of match. The two face off and Suzuki starts the chops, and Chris has a powerful chop and just laughs at Suzuki. Suzuki gets Chris tied up in the rope and pulls him down. He's hanging upside down in an arm bar. Suzuki now has Chris's arms stretched out and back, and he switches him around into an arm bar and wrist lock, manipulating, oh my gosh, the joints of Chris, but he's saved by the ropes. Chris decides to showcase his strength here and suplexes Suzuki and follows up with a dragon screw and some drop kicks to the knees of Suzuki. Chris has a deep hook in, and we think Suzuki is passing out. Like the ref is checking. But he's just falling. And he counters in with an arm breaker, hyperextending Chris's arm. Suzuki has taken control again and kicked Chris. But Chris is giving this maniacal laugh, asking it for another kick to the chest. You know you're in trouble when Suzuki decides to stick his tongue out. The intense chop exchanges are creating more puffs of sweat just bursting into the air. And Chris pulls a brain buster, but Suzuki kicks out like 2.5. These guys are summoning some hidden inner strength to keep going. Suzuki finally pulls his finisher, the Gotch-style power driver, but he's wasting time calling for the audience, which always makes me so nervous. But Chris is spent, and Suzuki gets the 3 count for the win. Here at Take It to the Ring, we like to use a rating system of Fight Forever, being number 5, 4, This is Awesome, 3, You Still Got It, 2, What? And 1 being boring. I think this is a must-see episode of New Japan Pro Wrestling, and I give it a This is Awesome. That's it for this week's New Japan WrestleCap. Take a moment to leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe. For more WrestleCap videos, click the link below. Until next time, I'm Lady J, and keep it lucha.